was never a great job, even when it paid well. He was treated like a machine, to act like a machine, to build machines. He once had a job to help make car mufflers. His particular job was running a big heavy metal press to bang out end covers for mufflers. What he did was pull a plate of metal out of a big metal bin on his left, then leaned forward to put it into the press. Then he leaned back and, with each hand, simultaneously hit two big red buttons. Immediately, the top half of the press slammed down onto the metal plate with several loud whams and shaped the plate into an oval cover with a hole in it for the exhaust pipe to go through. As soon as the top press stopped slamming and rose up, he would reach in with gloved hands, pull out the muffler end cover, and toss it into a big metal bin on his right. Then he grabbed another flat metal plate from the bin on his left and put it into the press. He did this over and over and over without any variation to what he was doing, 8 hours a day. He had a 15-minute break in the morning, another 15-minute break in the afternoon, and an hour off for lunch. Otherwise, he had to focus carefully on this job he was doing over and over, and make sure he did it fast enough to make the required production rate without losing his fingers under the press. Sometimes workers who could be seen still working at the factory were missing fingers. He had sometimes seen, during a break, a trail of blood leading from some machine on the factory floor to an office where there would be a call made to get an ambulance. There was even a man who had been promoted to a foreman's job, partly as compensation for losing his entire forearm to a machine. This was factory work. It was loud, repetitious, tedious, and dangerous. How he got through it, hour after hour, day after day, was anyone's guess. He had to focus with part of his mind while the rest of his mind wandered off somewhere. And then one day, the factory was closed. Some other factory could make mufflers faster and cheaper, so that was the end of his job. He did not miss the job, just the money it paid him, which was better than the pay for stocking groceries in a supermarket somewhere. He had to ask himself whether he had been just a machine or a man at the mercy of machines, or whether men and machines together were just the tools of something he called the work, which was completely impersonal, all about making stuff faster and cheaper, even if no better than before, to enable chief executive officers and major corporate stockholders to get rich on the backs of everyone else. If people like him lost their jobs and could not get good new jobs, but only maybe jobs that paid a lot less, then who was left to buy all this stuff made at factories? Who could still buy the new car with the new muffler in it? What kind of screaming noise was this that crushed all the workers under all the machines and left everything so